The sky changed in 1 second. It was blue and peaceful, and then suddenly it turned dark. At first, people thought it was a storm, but there were no clouds, no thunder, no rain, only shadows. Huge black ships appeared above cities all over the world. They were silent, too silent, like they were watching, waiting. People stopped in the streets. Cars slowed down. Phones came out. What is that? Is it a movie? Is this real? Then the first beam came down. A bright blue light shot from one of the ships and hit the ground. Buildings exploded. Glass shattered everywhere. People screamed, and in that moment, Earth knew we were not alone and we were under attack. In the first hour, chaos spread everywhere. The alien ships did not speak, they did not send messages, they didn't warn anyone, they just attacked. Cities like New York, London, Tokyo, and Lahore were hit at the same time. It was planned, it was fast. The world armies tried to respond. Jets were launched, missiles were fired, but nothing worked. The missiles hit invisible shields and exploded before touching the ships. Fighter jets got too close and were destroyed in seconds by small flying drones. The aliens were stronger, faster, more advanced. It looked like humanity did not stand a chance. In a small military base far from the big cities, a soldier named Abdul Rahman watched everything on a screen. He was not special, not a hero, just a normal man who followed orders. But today there were no orders. The communication system was down. The main command center was gone. Abdul Rahman looked around at his team. Everyone was scared. What do we do now? One of them asked. Abdul Rahman did not answer immediately. He looked at the screen again. More ships were coming. Then he said quietly, we fight. But how? We can't even touch them. Abdul Rahman took a deep breath. Then we find a way. The aliens were powerful, but they made one mistake. They underestimated humans. They thought Earth was weak because humans fought each other, because humans argued, made mistakes, and did not always agree. But they did not understand one thing: when humans face a common enemy, they change. Around the world, something unexpected started happening. Scientists, engineers, soldiers, and even normal people began working together. Different countries shared information. Old enemies became allies. People stopped asking who is better and started asking how do we survive. In a hidden underground lab, a young scientist named Sarah discovered something strange. She was studying the alien ships using old satellite data, and she noticed a pattern. They were communicating, she said. Her team looked confused. Of course they are. No, I mean we can hear it. She played the signal. At first, it sounded like noise, just static. But when she adjusted the frequency, it became clearer. A rhythm, a pattern, a language. Sarah's heart started beating faster. If we can understand this, we might find a mistake. Back at the military base, Abdul Rahman and his team were preparing for something dangerous. They had captured a small alien drone. It was not easy. They lost two people doing it. But now the drone was in their hands. Can we open it? Someone asked. Abdul Rahman nodded carefully. Inside, they found technology unlike anything on Earth: smooth metal, no wires, no screws. But there was one thing they understood: energy. The drone had a power core. and it was not stable. Abdurrahman smiled for the first time that day. Maybe they are not perfect. Sarah's team finally cracked part of the alien signal. It was not just communication, it was control. All the ships were connected. They were sharing information constantly, like one giant brain. If we can break this connection, Sarah said, they might become weaker. At the same time, Abdurrahman's team discovered something important. The alien shields were not always active. They turned off for a fraction of a second every few minutes. Why? One soldier asked. Abdurrahman thought for a moment and said, to recharge. The plan was simple and very risky. Wait for the shield to drop, attack at the exact right moment using everything they had missiles, guns, even the unstable alien power core. They picked one ship, just one. If they failed, nothing would change. If they succeeded, everything could change. The countdown began. Three, two, one. The shield flickered. Now, missiles launched. The alien core exploded. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, the ship shook. Lights flashed, and suddenly it fell. Slowly, then faster, then crashing into the ground with a massive explosion. Silence. No one spoke. The someone whispered, we did it. The news spread fast. Humans had destroyed an alien ship. It was the first time, and it changed everything. People who were hiding came out. Soldiers who were losing hope stood up again. Scientists worked faster. The aliens were still stronger. But now humans knew something important. They could win. The aliens reached. More ships arrived. They attacked harder. But now humans were ready. Every country used the same plan wait, watch, strike at the right moment. Not every attack worked. Many failed, but some did not. And each success made humans stronger. Sarah discovered something bigger a central ship, much larger than the others. It's like a leader. She explained, if we destroy it, the whole system might collapse. Abdurrahman was chosen for the mission. It was almost impossible. The ship was heavily protected, but there was no other choice. Abdurrahman and his team flew toward the central ship. Explosions filled the sky. Alien drones attacked from every side. Keep going, Abdurrahman shouted. They were losing aircraft, losing people, but they kept going. Closer, closer, and more closer. The shield flickered. This is it, Abdurrahman said. They launched everything they had. Missiles hit, the alien core detonated. For a moment, the giant ship stayed still. Then, a bright light, a massive explosion, and the central ship was gone. Suddenly, all the smaller ships stopped. They froze in the sky. Then, one by one, they shut down. Some fell, some just hovered, lifeless. The war was over. The world was broken, cities destroyed, millions lost. But humanity survived. Not because we were the strongest, not because we had the best technology, but because we never gave up, because we worked together, because when everything was lost, we still fought. And somewhere far away in the stars, if anyone was watching, they learned one important lesson never underestimate humans.